The music industry is changing. About 2 weeks ago, the 53rd Grammy Awards were held. Their biggest award, Album of the Year, was not given to pop icons like Lady Antebellum, Eminem, Katy Perry, or even Lady Gaga. In fact, the award was given to a small indie group called the Arcade Fire from Canada. Now, this wasn't the only upset at the Grammys. The other upset was that a female African-American jazz singer and stand-up bassist beat out Justin Bieber. Yes, the ever popular, girl screaming Justin Bieber for upcoming Artist of the Year. Now, what does this all mean? Why are the Grammys suddenly giving, awards to these truly talented musicians instead of the safe pop choice money-making artists like Justin Bieber and Eminem and so on and so forth? Well, the answer to me is that the music industry is becoming unreliable on popping out talented musicians. Now, this is a very opinionated statement, and I don't think that all of these pop icons have no talent. In fact, I do think they have their own talent in their own right, but I think it's all based mostly on timing and a classic pop icon structure. Now, why is the music industry resorting to, such, kind of low standards of pop? Well, I think it all has to do with the fact that some believe the music industry is dying. Now, this statement is not completely unreliable because in 2001, Napster, the first MP3 sharing site, came online. Now, this site, you could share music for free with other people. Sometimes I think the public forgets how much this affected the music industry. Suddenly, music was not only online, but for free. For free. And even when the site was shut down, the technology is still out there. I mean, the amount of teenagers that still share music for free is incredible. I mean, I can't tell you one of my friends that hasn't shared at least one song or gotten one song illegally. I couldn't tell you that none of them have done that before. I think even adults at this point do it. And because of this, record shops have gone out of business. Even the bigger record shops like Tower Records, which was a chain. Even Best Buy is having problems, and they don't even rely solely on selling, CDs and so on. And the music industry has never really come back from that. They no longer rely on just selling albums. It has to be selling, other products that have to do with the artist, going on tour a lot, and overall, just rather than just making good music, they have to bring in the audience and suck them in, to keep them there, to convince them not to get the music illegally and instead waste your money on, buying, overpriced albums from iTunes as well as the lip gloss that now Justin Bieber makes. And I think that the last Grammys are a testament to the fact that now the music community is realizing that the music industry is dying, is relying solely on these pop icons. And I think that although that might be a bad thing, it also might be a good thing. This might be a new frontier. Now the music industry might look and say, hey, look at these indie bands that are now getting recognition. We can't, play the same game we've been playing. We have to recognize true talent rather than auto-tuned, glitched up females and sex appeal, galore. We have to pay attention to real musicians. But I also think that because the popular music has been, just these kind of part of this pop machine recently, I also think that the underground music movement has grown in proportion in the last decade. So what does this mean for you, all of this? Well, if you're interested in music, this means a couple of things. If you're interested in making music, this means that now you have a lot ahead of you. You can either stay with the underground music and make as much money as you can there, and just enjoy the music you're making, or if you really want to be, huge, maybe now is your chance. Maybe now the music industry will take a chance on someone like you, with your band that might be a little bit different. I think now of all times they have to take risks, because they are obviously changing, whether failing or entering a whole new stage. But this is a new frontier. Don't kid yourself if you think that it's going to be exactly the same. There will always be, pop icons and pop music and Justin Bieber's. But now there might also be some Arcade Fires. Thank you.